In today's video we're going to be reviewing the Inceptors from the Space Marine Codex. Hello and welcome to Planet 40k. Before we begin with the video today, we're going to do the shout out of the day, which goes to 71 or 71. So he was excited to see the Centurions that we did the other day, so shout out to you. Also, if you stumbled upon the channel today, do me a huge favour and subscribe below. We put out frequent 40k content here on the channel. Okay, back to the Inceptors. Now we did a Space Marine flash poll and the Inceptor squad won with 52% of the vote. So that's what we're going to be doing today. They're coming in at 7 power level, or they're 45 points per model. For some reason the Games Workshop app hasn't updated yet, it still says 40 but it's 45 with the FAQs. They're going to be coming in the fast attack options and you can take units of up to 6 of them, one of which will be a sergeant. So let's look into the keywords of note to begin. So they're a core unit, a Primaris unit, they've got the MKX Gravis armour, they're a jump pack, an infantry and they can fly. So plenty to work with there. As for the datasheet itself, they've got a movement of 10 inches, weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 5, wounds 3, attacks 2, leadership 7 and a 3+ save. With the sergeant of course getting an additional attack and an extra point in leadership. Onto the abilities, everybody's favourite, Angels of Death. So the combat doctrines in particular is going to be active for these guys. Shock Assault may come into effect, they're not really a close combat orientated unit. And they're not going to have the bolter discipline because they've not got the rapid fire weaponry. Then they've got the combat squad, so if you take a max unit of 6 of them, you can split them into 2 units of 3 on deployment and set them up on the board separately. This would of course save you a fast attack slot. However, from the 2 units only 1 sergeant will be there, one of the units will be sergeantless. They've then got the Death from Above ability, which is effectively deep strike. You can come in from turn 2 onwards, more than 9 inches away from enemy models, which is quite nice because you can come in anywhere you want really, so you're picking your targets from turn 2. On to the Wargear, so every model is equipped with 2 assault bolters. So each model is getting 2 of these, a range 18 inches, assault 3, strength 5, -1 AP and 1 damage. So 6 shots per model, which will go up to -2 AP in the tactical doctrine, which is turn 2 and optionally turn 3. If you're taking a 3-man unit, that's going to be 18 shots. So quite a lot of DACA coming out of these guys. Especially when it's strength 5, mainly for anti-infantry, because most infantry is toughness 4 or less. So you're going to be wounded on 3s. Now they do have Wargear options. You can exchange the 2 assault bolters and replace them with 2 plasma exterminators. So these exterminators are 10 points. Like with all plasmas, it comes in 2 profiles. Both of them are 18-inch range. Both of them are assault D3. The standard is strength 7, -3 AP and 1 damage with the blast ability. And the supercharged variant is strength 8, -3 AP and 2 damage. Again with the blast ability, but of course if you roll a 1 to hit with the supercharged variant, the bear-up will be destroyed. So you need to be very careful, maybe get a character nearby for those rerolls, they're the hit rolls, otherwise you're going to lose quite an expensive model. So this is more your anti-elite infantry weapon, or maybe anti-tank as well because of the 2 damage with lots of shots. But other Space Marine chapters in particular, it's going to be pretty good, especially when you supercharge it, but going to be wounded on 2s, giving them barely a save to make, whether it's a 6+, or if it's in the tactical doctrine, they're not going to get a save at all, and then 2 damage a pop, it's going to remove a Marine model. As for some stratagems, transhuman physiology, due to the fact that they've got the Primaris keyword, so if you pop this on these guys for 1 command point, if they've got 5 or less models, then you can't wound them on less than a 4+, which is really strong at the moment. Uncompromising fire, which is 2 command points. You're using this with an infantry unit. While they're taking their shots in the shooting phase, they can still perform an action without it actually failing. Again, very good, especially for your secondary objectives, because you want to be scoring some points. Hammer of Wrath is next because they've got the jump packs. So when they finish making a charge move, you select an enemy within engagement range of the jump pack unit, roll a d6 for each model that the jump pack unit is in engagement range with, and then for each dice that equals or exceeds the enemy's toughness, it suffers a mortal wound. So if you've got a 3-man unit, you're going to roll 3d6, and anything that's exceeding their toughness is a mortal wound. So on standard toughness 4 infantry, you just need to roll a 4 or more to inflict a mortal wound. Now these guys aren't really melee based, they're more of a shooter unit, so you may not need this at all, but you could use it to get an extra bit of movement, charge in, take a unit out after consolidating as well. And next you've got Unyielding in the Face of the Foe. It's 1 command point used on an MKX Gravis armour unit while they're selected as a target for an attack until the end of the phase. Each time an attack is made with a damage characteristic of a 1, you're going to get a +1 to your armour save, which means you're going to save your guys on a 2+. And you can stack this with light cover as well if you're in cover. Auspex Scan is next, 2 command points, everyone knows about this one. Use it on enemy deep strike units that want to be coming in. If they're within 12 inches of this unit, they can then fire in your opponent's turn as if it was your own shooting phase. Even when you don't actually use this, it's still very effective. It'll really put off your opponent from deep striking in anywhere near models that have got a lot of firepower. Let's move into some chapter synergy next. Starting with Dark Angels, so they've got the weapons from the Dark Age stratagem, which is a +1 to plasma weapons. So those plasmas can go up to damage 3 when you supercharge them. Pretty neat, especially when you've got the amount of shots you do. They've also got the +1 to hit if they remain stationary with Grim Resolve. White Scars can advance and fire the assault weapons without the -1 to hit, so that's a lot of movement there. They're already moving 10 inches, then you've got D6 for the advance, and then firing as normal at 18 inches. Imperial Fist remove the light cover, and 6s to hit with the bolter weapons are extra hits, so you got more hits there. The Shield Unwavering stratagem, you can give them a 2+ armor save if they're near an objective, and then the close range bolter fire stratagem to fire into combat, so it turns your weapons into pistol weapons, and pistols, as you know, can be shot into combat on the second round of combat in your own shooting phase. Blood Angels have got the +1 to advance. Now the +1 to wound in combat isn't really that needed, but it's still something, I guess. They do have 2 attacks each after all, but the main reason I put them here is they've got good synergy with the Sanguinary Priest. Now those Sanguinary Priests are effectively apothecaries with the jump pack, so you can be bringing a model back every turn with the stratagem, and you can also be giving them a Feel No Pain save of a 6+, and you can be healing them too, so it's a win-win with the Sanguinary Priest. Ultramarines can fall back and shoot at a -1 to the hit roll, so if you don't want these guys in melee, fall back, -1 to hit with all the weapons. They've got Squad Doctrines, which is a stratagem for an extra -1 AP, because you can change the doctrines up to whichever one you want. And then Sons of Guilliman, which gives them the reroll of the hit rolls, and if it's against troops, it's going to be rerolling all the hit rolls, and everyone else is just the ones. But sometimes that's more than enough, especially with those supercharged plasmas. Salamanders get you to reroll a wound roll per phase per unit, and the -1 AP weapons become 0 AP weapons when the Inceptors are targeted. That's going to help their resiliency and their tankiness, and they're already quite a tanky unit as it is. They've then got Stand Your Ground, which is a stratagem for a 2+ armor save if they've not advanced, and then the Crucible of Battle stratagem for a +1 to the wound rolls in the shooting phase. Raven Guard have the Shadow Masters, so if they're more than 18 inches away, they're going to be considered to have light cover, and if they're already in cover from 12 inches away, they're going to have dense cover as well. And they can use the Infiltrator stratagem, which can be better than Deep Strike, so you're effectively getting some free movement before the game begins. You can't be 9 inches away or less from enemy models, but now you're getting yourself into range with those 18-inch weapons, and you don't have to wait till turn 2 to do so. Then finally, Deathwatch with the rerolls with Xenos Hunters. They've also got mission tactics to mix up all the doctrines in any order they want. They've got the Disruptive Launch for the kill teams to fall back and then shoot. Could be quite a key one for your kill teams there. And then they've got the Special Issue loadout to give the bolt weapons Special Issue ammunition. So that's all the chapter synergy. Next we're going into the unit synergy. So you can take a captain with a jump pack. He's going to have the rights of Battle Aura, giving rerolls to 1s for core units within 6 inches. So again, those plasma weapons are going to really appreciate that. You can also take a lieutenant with a jump pack, which has a similar aura, but now it's going to be reroll 1s of the boom rolls for core units within 6 inches. You can take both, of course, and reroll 1s for everything. Can be a little bit pricey doing so. Or even better, you can take a chaplain with a jump pack. It's got 2 litanies in particular. One is Cataclysm of Fire, which is a +1 to wound for ranged attacks with core units within 6 inches, or the Recitation of Focus, again with core units within 6 inches. This is going to be a +1 to the attacked hit rolls. Now this one doesn't reroll the 1s for the plasma, but it does still let you hit on 2s. So let's move on to the summary for the Inceptors then. Starting with the good, they're a core unit, which is really good for synergy within the Codex and the supplements for the chapters. They're a Primaris unit for that transhuman physiology stratagem, which is huge. They can deep strike with their death from above ability, which is also huge because your opponent isn't going to know where you're going to come from, and you can choose your own targets. They've got good mobility with a 10-inch movement, so you're getting there within range of your weapons at 18 inches. Not too bad. The MK Gravis armor is pretty good as well. Toughness 5 and 3 wounds a pop. Makes them a very tanky unit. They've got plenty of DACA with their range attacks, and they've got weapon options. If you're going against infantry, of course you're going to take the bolters, and if you're going to get something a bit more tougher, such as other Space Marine chapters, or just a lot of vehicles, then you can be taking the plasmas. As for some of the bad, they don't really offer anything in melee. Yes, they do have 2 attacks and they are Space Marine, but that's not really where they should be. You spent the points for their shooting capabilities, so if you're in combat, you're not really targeting anyone. You've got the risk of rolling 1s with the plasma, so you really need a character to be buffing those rerolls to the hit rolls of 1s. Otherwise, you run the risk of getting hot with your plasma weapons and exploding in your own guy's face. Then the last thing I put here is they're only 18-inch range weaponry. Now that's not too bad because they move at 10 inches anyway, but sometimes you can find yourself slightly out of range due to it only being a mid-range weapon. So on to the rating today. I'm going to be giving the Inceptors a Planet 40k rating of 4.5 stars. So guys, that's the video review today. Smash a like on the way out and drop a sub if you are new, and don't forget to comment below on what star rating you would give this unit and why, and remember that a comment at random will be shouted out for the next Space Marine video. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.